Today's horoscope, Virgo April 26, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Transits early today can contrast your drive for exploration and experimentation with your need for results. The lack of a clear plan or worry over unfinished business suggests it's best to pace yourself or catch your breath now. The moon's move into your solar house helps with this task. It's a transit that favors contemplation and observation. Whether you're looking within for answers or if others are offering their perspectives, you're seeing important layers to a situation today. You are especially able to analyze very personal matters. It's a good time to clarify your goals in a partnership or see your own needs from others more clearly. Beware the very tumultuous energy in the cosmos over the coming days. Mighty Mars, the planet of sex, drive, and passion, is currently in the early degrees of your solar house of privacy, secrets, and enemies. Like a rattlesnake ready to strike, it will slither through the shadows, literally and figuratively, as dark and destructive Pluto suddenly attacks it. This ensures that you will face dramatic energy at nearly every turn. Do not lash out or strike out at others, as you'll end up digging a tomb for yourself that you may not be able to rise out from. What can you do to remain in control of your work life? Have faith in your resourcefulness when the moon enters Aries, forming a trine with Mars in Leo and sextile with Pluto in Aquarius. Lately, you may have felt like there has been a lack of control over your work life. Since so much has changed in such a short amount of time, you might feel frustrated and burnt out. Although your feelings are valid, you may want to pick yourself up by the bootstraps to get ahead of all the upcoming changes. You can do it. Today's planetary alignment will inspire you to feel more passionately about everyday things. You can expect a high energy level and the desire to get everything done that you set out to do. But stay aware of what is reasonable during this burst of fire energy. You still need to get a good night's rest, a decent amount of exercise each day, and keep a healthy, balanced diet. Use your enthusiasm to tackle projects already underway. Be wary of starting new ones. Your personal faith system and the values you live under will be prominent today. A vibration has a way of enhancing these things, and can also bring you to some serious thinking on the subject. If you discover that you are not entirely comfortable with this area of your life, this essence can enhance your ability to think of possible solutions. You will see the choices you have with much greater ease. Don't hesitate to talk things over with a trusted friend, as well. Whether it is the moon's final hours in your relationship sector or its return to your financial sector today, both might be ordinary monthly events, but it is the timing that makes this significant. The moon will not only spend its final hours in your relationship sector aligned with all three planets here, but just over the last few days, this has laid bare any relationship cracks or anything that is out of balance. Yet the moon is also spending its final hours at a friendly aspect to the asteroid Juno, who only returned to your communication sector last week. It is then that the moon will move on to give you a better read on money matters. As well as spending its final hours in your relationship sector aligned with Venus, the planet of love, the moon is also spending them at a friendly aspect to the asteroid Juno, in her first full week back in your communication sector, and the timing couldn't be better. As well as a chance to get a jump on a friendly aspect between Venus and Juno over the weekend, this is a chance to emerge from a defining few days when it comes to a balance between your own and your relationship needs with the communication lines open. Daily Planetary Overview. Today brings with it a unique blend of challenges and opportunities, all wrapped up in the cosmic dance between Mercury and Saturn. As Mercury in steady Taurus squares off with Saturn in wise but stern Aquarius, you might find yourself navigating through a morning that feels more rigid than usual. Communication could feel blocked, conversations might come off more serious than intended, and there's a strong possibility that misunderstandings leave you questioning whether your words are being heard at all. If you wake up feeling like your thoughts are foggy or your ideas are being met with resistance, know that you're not alone. This energy can feel like walking into a room with something important to say, only to be met with silence or worse, criticism. Maybe it's a boss who doesn't see the value of your work, a friend who seems emotionally distant, or even just your own inner voice being harsher than usual. Saturn has a way of turning up the volume on doubt, especially when it clashes with Mercury, the planet of communication and thought. But here's the thing, just because progress feels slow doesn't mean you're not moving forward. Saturn teaches us patience, structure, and discipline, not to hold us back, but to help us build something that lasts. So if your ideas are being tested today, it might be a sign that they're worth refining, not discarding. What feels like a setback could actually be a valuable pause that gives you time to reflect, regroup, and strengthen your message. You might also notice a desire to retreat into your own world, especially as Mercury forms a soft, dreamy sextile to Neptune in Pisces later in the day. After the morning's tension, this aspect offers a much-needed release. You may catch yourself daydreaming, listening to music that stirs the soul, or seeking the comfort of creative outlets. If you're an artist, a writer, or someone who simply enjoys the escape of imagination, this is your invitation to lean into that. Sometimes, when the external world feels too heavy, turning inward isn't avoidance, it's healing. Maybe you're reminiscing about a simpler time, imagining how things could be different, or finding comfort in a fictional world. That's okay. Give yourself that grace. Just don't forget to come back to the present when you're ready with a little more clarity and a renewed perspective. This afternoon could bring a welcome shift in mood. As Neptune's influence washes over the mind, the stressors from earlier in the day may start to lose their weight. You may realize that the deadlines you were rushing to meet can be adjusted, or that the conversation you were dreading doesn't need to happen right now. There's relief in letting go of the illusion of urgency. If you can, take some time to reconnect with people who lift your spirits. A casual chat with a friend, a walk outside, or a moment of laughter can do wonders for your energy. Even just taking a break from the screens and to-do lists to let your mind wander can help you reset. Creative projects, especially ones without pressure or deadlines, can bring a sense of fulfillment. Let yourself doodle, write, bake, or build something simply because it brings you joy. This day is a beautiful mix of grounded realism and imaginative escape. It challenges us to find the balance between structure and surrender, between getting things done and letting things flow. If you're feeling overwhelmed, remember, it's okay to not have all the answers today. Progress isn't always linear, and productivity doesn't always mean output. Sometimes, showing up for yourself, listening to your needs, and choosing kindness over criticism is the most important step forward. What about you? Have you had a day where everything felt like a struggle until something shifted and suddenly things didn't seem so bad? Or a moment when creative inspiration found you after you'd almost given up? I'd love to hear how you've worked through moments like this. Share your experience in the comments. We grow stronger when we support each other. Let today be a gentle reminder. Even when the skies feel stormy, clarity always returns. You're doing better than you think.